Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. My question for you today is this: why are we shocked when our kids turn out the way they do? Okay, you'll have kids and you think you're raising them right and stuff. Well, you probably aren't, but you think, "Oh, why aren't they turning out to be godly kids? And they're turning out to be a bunch of hellions. Hellions. It's because of what you're doing to raise them, okay? We expect, in this day and age, like, if I take my kids to church Sunday and that's all I do, then they'll turn out to be, godly kids. That is a far-fetched idea, okay? To think that you're going to influence them, you're going to send them to school, they're going to be influenced at school, you're going to have them watch the TV and their media on their devices all the time, okay? And anything but Christian, and you're not even talking to them about God during the week, and then you take them to church, and you expect them, after that week is over, to be on fire for the Lord because you took them to church, for 1 hour for the week. That's a bad misconception there, that you're sadly deceived. Well, in our passage today, we're reading today from Genesis chapter 19, verses 30 to 37. This is the last of that chapter. And we've talked about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, and how Lot, he was entrapped into Sodom, really. And when he did that, his family was there, and he brought his family into it. And you're going to see the perverse nature of his daughters after they left that. And we're shocked at what happens here. But in reality, should we be shocked? That stuff was going on, and Lot took them in to Sodom and was raising them in Sodom. And he wasn't doing it to be an evangelist in that city. He was assimilating himself into that city. And you're going to see the city assimilated itself into those girls. Okay? Let's read today Genesis chapter 19, verses 30 to 37. Okay. It says this: Lot and his two daughters left Zoar and settled in the mountains, for he was afraid to stay in Zoar. He and his two daughters lived in a cave. Now, get this. Earlier on, we had talked about God. The angels told him to go to the hills here. Okay, but he was like, no, I don't want to go that far. I want to go to Zoar. And so he stayed in Zoar. Well, now he's finally obeying God because he sees that the Zoar is not the great place to live. Okay, so now he's living in a cave. Keep this in mind also. Lot, when he separated from Abraham, had all this wealth. Okay, he had so much wealth that he needed to separate from Abraham because they had so much animals and so forth. When this happened, when the destruction of Sodom happens, he loses everything. Okay, he walks away with just basically the clothes on his back and his family. Okay, and so he had no more animals. The wealth was gone. It was all blown up in Sodom there. He loses his wife on the way, and you will see his daughters are not something to write home about. Okay, verse 31. One day the older daughter said to the younger, "Our father is old, and there's no man around here to give us children, as is the custom all over the earth. Let's get our father to drink wine and then sleep with him and preserve our family line through our father." Okay, again, not biblical. God never said to do this. They are doing things on their own in sin. Verse 33, that night they got their father to drink wine, and the older daughter went in and slept with him. He was not aware of it when she lay down or when she got up. He was pretty drunk. Verse 34, the next day the older daughter said to the younger, "Last night I slept with my father. Let's get him to drink wine again tonight, and you go in and sleep with him, so we can preserve our family line through our father." So they got their father to drink wine that night also, and the younger daughter went in and slept with him. Again, he was not aware of it when she lay down or when she got up. So both Lot's daughters became pregnant by their father. The older daughter had a son, and she named him Moab. He was the father of the Moabites of today. The younger daughter also had a son, and she named him Ben-Amin. He is the father of the Ammonites today. Okay? What I want us to focus on here today is this. Lot had taken his daughters into Sodom and was attempting to raise them into Sodom. What happened is Sodom raised his daughters, okay? And they influenced his daughters into this wickedness that now happens. And we're shocked and we should be shocked at what happens here. But in another way, we shouldn't be shocked, because this is the perverse nature of Sodom was happening all around them. And so they were just doing we're sinning just like the the people of Sodom were sinning. And so they were living, the same type of culture with that. The homosexuality was going on in Sodom. Now there's incest happening here with this. But I want us to see today that you need to watch carefully how you're raising your children. If you are letting the world raise your children, they will become like the world. If you are teaching your children godly principles and you are the one raising them in godly principles, there's a better chance they're going to turn out like godly children. Don't let the world raise your children. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm a regular dude walking in the Word. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue through the book of Genesis. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.